countless champions have been crowned throughout the history of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! But what about the underdogs, the dark horses, the decks that upon first glance make you question everything you thought you knew about the game? In this series, both MBT and myself will be showcasing some of Yu-Gi-Oh's wackiest unsung heroes. Each episode will feature new decks, new strategies, and the results will be unpredictable. You've seen the history of Yu-Gi-Oh!, but this is the history of Jank. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code CIMOOOOO5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
God, we just can't lose, huh? Well, let's give the wheel one last spin. I wonder what it's going to land on. All right, I guess we're playing Saphira, Queen of Dragons today. Saphira, Queen of Dragons, one of the greatest ritual monsters that never was. This card, when it was printed, sent shockwaves throughout the Yugi playing public. Ritual monsters hadn't been good since Demise and Ruin back in 2008, and people were chomping at the bit for something playable. Saphira checked all of the boxes. Not only was she a 6-star, which meant you could use the tour guide from the underworld into Jin Releaser of Rituals combo to get all the material necessary to get her on the field and get your opponent out of special summoned monsters, she beat back one of Ritual's biggest downsides, the investment, by drawing 2 cards, then discarding one at the end of the turn if she was Ritual summoned, or if a light monster was sent from the hand or deck to the graveyard this turn while this card was face up on the field. Her Ritual spell, Hymn of Light, also protects her. If she would be destroyed by battle or card effect while this is in the graveyard, you can banish it instead, and you can activate Preparation of Rites to add a level 7 or lower ritual monster from your deck to your hand, which includes her. The stars had aligned for this monster to be playable, and it wasn't. Unfortunately, duelists were just doing too much during this period to be messing around with a 2,500 attack point 6-star ritual. Imagine investment in order to get a 2,500 attack point beater. You understand that the tour guide into a fiend monster combo could also make Dante somewhat, and occasionally 3 of them. We're trying to supplement the weakness of Saphira with the strength of another card, Zaborg the Mega Monarch. Now, likely you've never read this, but if you've played some very terrible games against Ritual Toolbox at about 2017, you probably have. This card can be tribute summoned by tributing a tribute summoned monster, and if it's tribute summoned, you can target a monster on the field and destroy it. If it was a light monster, both players send as many cards as possible from the extra deck to the graveyard, but not more than the original level or rank than the destroyed monster. And if it was tribute summoned by tributing a light monster, you get to choose those cards. This is an incredible effect, one of the earliest send cards from your extra deck to the graveyard effects ever printed. Here, you would use Zaborg to pop itself and send 8 cards from the extra deck to the graveyard. What 8, you might ask? Well, 3 of them would be Herald of the Arclight. Against a significant amount of the decks in the format, they needed their extra deck, so you could take out everything that made their deck tick while sending Herald of the Arclight in order to get Saphira onto your side of the field. This deck wasn't only playing Zaborg to supplement Saphira, however, because Tour Guide from the Underworld, Scar Malbranch, The Burning Abyss, and Jin Releaser of Rituals are all dark, and because Zaborg, Saphira, and Manju are all light, it's also playing Chaos bosses. BLS and Chaos Sorcerer return for one last hurrah. Outside of that, we of course are playing Jin, Manju, 1 copy of Skarm, because in some scenarios you want to Tour Guide into Skarm into add Jin, 3 Hymn of Light, 3 Preparation of Rites, 3 Monarch Stormforth, 3 Soul Exchange, 1 Snatch Steal, 1 Raigeki, 2 Dark Hole, a Soul Charge, a Foolish, and 3 Royal Decree, because we don't want to mess with the trap cards. In the side, we've got Flying Sea, Maxi, MST, Jin Demolisher of Rituals for back row strategies, and Defusion in the extra. We've got Abyss Dweller, Castel, Daigusto Emerald, a copy of Downward Magician, Evil Swarm Exciton Knight, Dante, Ghost Trick, Alucard, Livier the Sea Dragon, Wind Up Zenmains, Laval Chain, Honor Arc, Photon Strike Bouncer, and Herald of the Arclight. So with that, here's Alex for our last wheel game.
I cannot believe we lost last episode. We were playing arguably a tier 2 meta deck, and we lost to normal Pendulum. We lost to normal Pendulum. That's the history of Jank, ladies and gentlemen. I don't really know what else there is to say. I am stuck in the Jank tank for all of eternity. And honestly, I think this may be our best shot. I thought last episode was our best shot. Maybe this week is going to be a lot better. Skull Servants just seem to keep getting better and better as memey as this deck is. Have you ever read White Prince? This is maybe one of the single best pieces of support for an archetype I've ever seen. So White Prince, if you've never read it, says, if this card's sent to the graveyard, you can send a Skull Servant and a Lady in White from your hand or deck
deck to the graveyard. You can banish 2 Skull Servants and this card from the graveyard, special summon a King of the Skull Servants from your deck, and this card's name becomes Skull Servant while it's in the graveyard, obviously. So, not only is this a way to immediately get 3 Skull Servants in the grave to make your King 3000, it's a way to special summon the King from the deck, which is arguably like solving 2 of the biggest issues with the deck, which is filling up the graveyard with Skull Servants and actually finding a way to get to King in the first place. And this is insane. The fact we're playing this with Shaddolls, because Shaddolls are basically acting as more copies of Foolish Burial to dump white print, and you can send a Shaddall to go into like Winda, so then you lock your opponent out of being able to special summon. Then King is like 1 billion attack points, and then you can just kill your opponent that way. I kind of buy it. Like, I think there's actually something here, and I'm not the only one. A lot of people around this time were experimenting with white prints just because this card on the surface reads like it's like a custom card, and this isn't the end of the support. Like, later on, there's like white baking, and so I can't wait till we get to that point in history of Jank. But let's do the card by card. So we got 3 King of the Skull Servant. Obviously, this is our main win condition of trying to just get in for 1 billion attack points. Triple Mizuki, because this is unlimited, and this can just bring back our King. We have a small Shaddall package of Beast, Dragon, Falco, and Hedgehog. We just need these to facilitate our Shaddall fusions. I don't think we're playing any lights for Construct. Funny enough, Earth is actually in here with Mizuki, so that's kind of nice. Triple Lady in White, this is a Skull Servant as well, and makes it so that our Skull Servants cannot be affected by spells or traps and cannot be destroyed by battle, and she's 2200 defense. So the problem is we need to get her to flip up, but we can also just special summon her, so that's not too bad. Unizombie is also a Foolish Burial, so we're playing 3, 6, 7, like 1 million ways to get to White Prince, which is all that matters. We can just dump White Prince with this effect, and this is a tuner, which means we can actually access the Synchros as well. White Mare is a way to special summon some of our banished cards or add them back to our hand. White Prince, of course, is the star of the show, and unfortunately, we do have to play 3 vanilla Skull Servants, but honestly, it's not the end of the world. The spells, we have Allure of Darkness, Bearer from a different dimension is crazy because we have Mizuki and we have stuff like White Prince, so there's a lot of utility here. We have Double Dark Hole, a Foolish Burial, a 1-for-1, of course, to get to our King. Raigeki, triple Shaddall Fusion, a Snatch Steal, and a Soul Charge, and triple Needlebug's Nest, because why would we not want to mill 5 more cards and possibly hit more White Princes, more Skull Servants, more Mizukis, or any other zombies in here? The extra deck consists of a Construct, a Shekinaga, and 2 Winda. The Synchros comprise of an Ally of Justice Catastor, a Beals, a Crimson Blader, and a Stardust, and for the Xyz, we have a Baby Tiragon. Funny enough, we could maybe summon this, and if we could hit Joseph directly with a King of the Skull Servant that's over 8,000, that would be hilarious. Castel, a Dark Rebellion, a Dolahan, a 101, Slacker Magician, a Deltaros, and then for the side, just triple Valor, triple Maxi, triple MST, triple Chain Disappearance, and Vanity's Emptiness. I am ecstatic to see how this one goes, because I think this is going to be a lot of fun, and hopefully it ends up panning out well for us, and we can get out of the Jank tank. So ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. Joseph, I'm still reeling after last week, after losing to normal Pendulum with like an actual like tier 2 deck by this game's standards. And if you missed that, ladies and gentlemen, oh boy, I recommend you go watch it because you're gonna have the time of your life. I think for this last episode of like the wheel decks for Duelist Alliance, I think we're ending on a good one. Saphira, Chaos, and Skull Servant. I'm actually kind of excited.
No, both of these decks were, well, okay, sorry, let me rephrase that. Saphira had a fair amount of hype because Jin was legal and the Chaos monsters were still kind of at the forefront of people's consciousness. Skull Servant was really popular on Reddit, so we'll see.
2 perfect decks for the history of Jank. Let's shout out the patron Steve Rowe. Thanks for the support. Buddy, you got the hand up. I'm rolling the die. I got a 1 for the number of kings I need to beat you.
I literally picked 1 because of the stars on Skull Servant.
So do I just win game 1 by default then?
No, I think you're good.
Unfortunate. All right, I'll go first. I don't even know if that's correct, honestly, with the way my deck's built after looking at it. But we'll see if I
don't know. I'm trying to Jin lock you, it seems, right?
It's going to be a good episode.
Yeah,
it's going to be a good
episode. I can tell. This looks
Yep.
like a good one to me. All right, we're going to normal summon TGU. We'll activate the effect.
Sure, that's an actual card. Yeah.
Ugh, jeez. I don't really know what to get here. I guess... Well,
so
I guess
hard.
It's this one. I don't know. It could be anything.
Oh, I was expecting Jin, actually.
Oh, no. We're going to get to Jin. Don't worry about Jin. We're going to go Dante here.
Yep.
All right, we are just going to hit Jin right here. Ready? Here we go. Okay, that didn't work. Instead,
Happy to see all those gone. You fool. You thought you were the Lord of the Undead. Behold!
That is not a strong card, but I've been told it can mean trouble in large numbers. Yeah.
Just you wait, buddy.
You're good to go.
You wait. All right, draw. You will realize the mistake you made, Shaddall
Jesus
Fusion!
Christ, what the fuck? Yeah, okay.
All right, I need to see what I actually have in my extra deck to summon off of this. Okay, cool. The cool thing about this is that we're actually playing some good cards in here that aren't named Skull Servant, and Shaddoll Fusion is one of them. The other neat thing is that, oh, you're getting your Jin in the end phase? Yeah, that's fine. You do that. You do that, buddy. Okay. The problem is I only possess a few. I actually possess no light monsters in my main deck, so Construct is out of the question. Fantastic. Starting off good. Starting off good. I'm just going to do the thing that, like, it seems like the logical thing to do here. I'm going to send White Prince because I am playing Skull Servants after all. And let's also dump ourselves a copy of Shaddoll Beast. We're just going to make Winda.
You're telling me this deck is playing Doll Fusion as a foolish burial?
It looks like that's why it is. Let's go
I mean,
ahead.
that's kind of crazy. You're about to +4.
Yeah, so we'll go Beast and White Prince, Chainlink 2, Beast, Chainlink 1. I want to get these guys out of the graveyard first. So let's get Lady in White and Skull Servant out of here, and then we'll draw a card off Beast.
Yep.
Okay, that's actually not too bad. Let's go. We have a bunch of guys in the graveyard. That is enough for King of the Skull Servants to hit over Dante.
Oh, Jesus.
So
How big is this guy?
We'll go
1,
for
2, 3,
4K.
4. All right. We'll go Dante, grab back Skarm.
Sure.
And
We'll go 22.
22.
Yep, and I guess in main 2, I haven't done my one special summon yet. Per Winda. I've just normal summoned King. I think we're probably good. I'll pass.
Okay, well,
yeah, you're not the only one with a Jin lock, buddy.
I'll spend my one special on Skarm. I'll go the Monarch's Stormforth.
Oh, fuck.
And
what
then...
are you tributing for?
This, and let's go King.
Okay.
For Zaborg.
Oh, we're on this. Okay.
So we're going to Zaborg targeting Winda.
Okay.
Winda can't be destroyed by card effects, so we're not going to mill or anything.
Okay.
And then we are going to Snatch Steal the Winda.
Oh my this is insane. Yep.
22, 28.
So I take 5K total. Well, that was productive. Draw standby main for me. I gained 1,000 from Snatch Steal, actually. How are we going to do this? We're going to go Foolish Burial. Let's dump another White Prince. We'll activate that White Prince. We'll dump another Lady and another Skull Servant.
Yeah.
We will activate White Prince's second effect.
Yep.
We're going to banish him, Lady, and I guess a regular Skull Servant. And let's go for a King from the deck.
Guys at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, so it's a 5K King, if that's okay.
That is
Let's go get hit over my own Winda. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Let's hit over my own Winda. Trigger the Winda. I'll get Shaddoll Fusion back.
Yep.
And then second main. I'll pitch this White Mare to bring back Lady in White.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
Let's go combat.
Okay.
Attack the Lady in White.
That seems the logical play. Yep.
Second main. I'm gonna banish a Light in the Dark.
Oh, God. Yep.
We'll Sork target King.
He's out of here.
All right, back to you.
Draw. Let's go Dark Hole.
Oh, wow, we're dead, right? Oh, shit. Yep.
Fortunately, I don't think you are.
Do you only play 2 King?
Potentially. I think I'm still concerned about your back row, sir. I was going to try for it. All right, we'll White Prince. Let's get rid of these guys. So we're at what? Is this a 3K King? This is a 4K King.
Yep.
I mean, I guess it's enough if we can connect. Fuck it. Bring out Mizuki, too. Give me more bodies.
I'll Royal Decree. You got it.
Woo! Okay. By the skin of our teeth, sure.
Well, I wasn't expecting to get beat by Skull Servant, but this last week and a half of Jank has been full of surprises. So, oh god, here's one right now. Go
How's
ahead.
that hand looking, buddy?
It's looking
nice
great.
deck.
It's looking real good.
All right, we'll go main phase 1. I will let you know my hand kind of sucks.
Surprising.
Surprising, I know. We'll go set 1 and
Sure. You know what? I like your play so much, I'm doing the same.
Oh, I'm glad. Thank you. So nice of you. We'll go... I got a better one for you, okay? I'm going to tribute White Prince for another one in face down defense and trigger the White Prince.
Now, that does trigger the White Prince, yeah.
It does. It is not a when you can, so it does not miss timing. It is if. We will dump the Lady and we will dump the Skull Servant, and that's it for me.
Okay, well, no time like the present. Let's go Preparation of Rites.
Oh, we can actually see some Saphira this time.
We are.
Beautiful card, by the way.
Lovely, really excellent stuff. Let's go Hymn of Light.
There it is.
Ooh.
Sure.
Or do I go Hymn of Light at all? Here's the problem. What's the defense on Beast?
Why do you think it's Beast, Joseph?
Why would I think it's Beast?
It's Guardian Sphinx. It's 1700.
Oh, fuck it. All right, Hymn of Light. We'll send
Sure.
Zaborg. Summon Saphira.
There she is.
Okay, so I suppose we'll go to combat. We'll attack here.
It is Beast. I do get the flip effect, which is fun. So I'll draw 2 and discard 1. Let's get rid of Mizuki.
Oh, that's insane. Oh my god. Okay, well, let's go to end phase and trigger Saphira.
Which effect would you like to use?
I would like to draw 2 cards, then discard a card.
Are you sure? You know, you can discard a random card from my hand.
I'm good.
Just
I'm
in case
alright.
you
I'm
didn't
okay.
know, that is
I'm
an
good.
option.
I don't want to do that.
We both got to draw 2 and discard 1. It's only fair.
Yeah.
It's only fair. All right, we'll go main 1. Let's see what we're working with here. Got a bunch of little dudes. I guess I don't really need to go too crazy at the moment. So let's just drop ourselves a king. Why not?
Yeah.
So he's 3K. He's not that big, but he's still big enough to clear Saphira. So let's try it.
All right. We will prevent it, I guess. I'll take 5.
Second main. I'll be honest, I forgot Hymn of Life has the protection effect. That's fine. We'll just set 1 and pass. We're fine. We're fine.
Didn't you normal
We're up a
the
game.
king?
Up a game. I did normal the king. You were right. I thought I specialed it. Never mind. We're not doing anything.
I am so This is not a good play. 25 is just not enough. This is the biggest king ever. No, it's not. I
Look at
have.
him.
What am I gonna? I have
just
to fucking
taunting you.
pass. I don't have an option. Okay, here's a. No, I don't have an option.
All right. I'll draw. That's okay. I guess we can try to do some fancy stuff now. Let's normal summon Unizombie.
Oh god. Oh, I didn't realize there were good cards in this deck.
So we'll go zombie effect. Let's go ahead and target itself. We'll dump ourselves a white prince. This deck's just playing 40 foolish burials just so I can do this as many times as possible.
Yeah.
So we'll dump all these per the white prince. So now this prince is a Jillian attack. It's actually 6,000 to be exact. But you put your Saphira in defense, which is very lame of you. So thank you. I think that's probably all we're doing, if I'm being honest. I think you have any other like crazy plays. Yeah, I'll just go battle. Let's just try to take out Saphira.
Yeah, she's down.
Unizombie into this.
Why? It's this guy.
Oh, okay. I see what's going on now. I will take 7. And that will end my turn.
Oh my god. Oh, right on time. Right on time. What a wonderful draw.
Doing this, I imagine you have a chaos monster in my future. Yep.
Yeah. Banish Light in the Dark. We'll make Sork, and we'll banish... Oh my god, you are just going to be able to do it again. We'll banish King.
Sure.
So you go White Prince here and banish 2. The King is...
4K.
I can't believe I have to do this. Dark Hole.
Yeah, okay.
I'm dead on board! Go.
I mean, you might be dead anyway. It doesn't even matter.
I know.
Standby main.
Yeah.
There is... I don't know what back row you... I saw what Decree out of you the first game. Am I that concerned? Perhaps.
Dog, I just dark holed my own board.
I'm trying to think about everything it could be. Okay, calm down.
Could be Cylinder.
You know, that would be the most fitting way for me to lose, in all honesty. It would be Magic Cylindering a King of the Skull Servants that's about to OTK you. When, funny enough, we have the exact same life total. Okay, we'll try it. White Mare for King.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, so if we banish, so we're at 7 now. If we banish 3 to get another one, that's 2 4K kings, if my math is right. So that should be enough to kill you. So I guess I'll try it. 1, 2. When I get rid of that, I'll go 3. Another one. Try it.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh my god, I don't know how that works.
There's
What was
no
your
way
hand?
this is the deck that clears. Oh, the hand is so I mean, we'll talk about it after the 3rd game, but the hand is like Snatch Steal, and then a bunch of like cards for enabling a Saphira play that just never happened.
But you just didn't have them.
This card is MS2.
Okay, well, we'll try the game 3, sure.
Okay, I see.
This is how I felt last episode, by the way. That's all I'm gonna say.
I see why Reddit liked this deck. This is really cool. Unfortunately, I have to say this is really cool. TGU.
That is also cool. Yeah, go for it.
You know what else is cool? Overlaying these two for
fuck.
Dante. Dante effect.
Yep.
What am I doing? No Dante. I need all of these stars.
For Saphira.
Yeah, Hymn of Light.
Yeah, let's do it.
TGU, Jin, Saphira. A 3-card combo for this.
Yep.
End phase, Saphira will do draw 2, discard 1.
It won't do anything because you didn't send... Oh, no, it was Ritual Summon. Never mind. I was about to say, you didn't send a light to the graveyard. All right, I'll draw. I think the funniest part about my deck is I actually have a way to kill you, and it's just get a King of the Skull Servants big enough to hit
Just
over
normal
Saphira,
it, yeah.
we're going to go just T-set and pass. I need to just try to survive for a bit because I am under Jin. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Prep rights. Why did I
They
discard
also have double
Saphira?
him, which is annoying.
Damn. I should not have done double Saphira here, but I did. Let's just go combat.
It is White Prince.
Oh, God.
Let's get going.
It begins.
Send the... It does. Getting closer. A king can clear Saphira now.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's about to get a lot worse for you, buddy.
Okay.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Okay, 1 king.
Well, 1 king and a bunch of guys. We'll take it, I guess. I wanted more white princes, but standby main. Him is not once per turn, so I have to kill this Saphira 3 times if I want to actually clear her. That clears. It just requires me to use, like, all of my resources, I guess. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. We're gonna go... Never mind, actually. We can't do anything. Yeah, no, this is actually very bad for us. We're gonna go set 1.
Yeah, it's working out so far.
And we'll pass.
Oh my god, I get to do it. All right, watch this. I activate the Monarch Stormforth.
Oh, Jesus. Yep.
My Saphira and your monster for Zaborg.
Now you get to do the thing.
I will destroy Zaborg. We are going to send as many as many cards as possible from their extra deck to the graveyard up to 8. But because I attributed a light monster, the Saphira, I get to pick yours.
Go ahead. I need my extra deck.
All right, what are we working with here, Buckaroo? Ooh, okay. I'm gonna send all
Some
the
real
Shadows.
winners in there.
Do we have like Shadow Fusion in here? We don't. Okay. I'm gonna send all the Shadows and I don't know, Crimson Blader or something.
So you get to send 8 of them, or how many?
Yeah, 8.
So 4 Shaddolls. What else? Do you need to see again?
Yeah, let me see again. Let me get 101 and cast. Oh, you don't make 4s. What? Yeah, you do. Let me get 101 and Castel.
101 Castel. You get 2 more.
Let me get the other 4s.
Dark Rebellion and Deltaros. You got it.
Yeah, and then we're gonna send Herald and Herald.
Oh, Jesus
and
Christ.
Herald.
The value!
And then a bunch of other assholes that don't matter. 1, 2, 3.
Dante's
oh,
cool.
Alucard. 3. Ooh, Abyss Dweller is great. We want to keep that one. 4, 5. That's 8, right?
Dante triggers. That's sick.
He doesn't really trigger, right? We don't have a BA.
You have, oh, yeah. Has to be a B. I'm thinking it's a Fiend, like tour guide. Never
That'd
mind.
be sick. So now we're going to trigger 3 Heralds.
Pretty sick.
I'm going to grab...
2 Saphira and him.
Yeah.
That's all you have left.
In fact, you know, maybe we'll just trigger 2 Heralds.
Oh, okay.
Let's go Hymn of Light. As much as I want to stop you from specialing, I can't overpay on this fucking ritual. So I have to go Saphira for Saphira.
Sure.
And then I'm just going to go combat.
25? I'll take
What an incredible turn that ended in 25 direct. End phase will go Saphira. We will, I guess, draw 2, discard 1.
Yep.
We don't need the follow-up Zaborg, I feel.
You sure? You can hit the rest of my extra deck.
Yeah.
Main phase 1. So I'm no longer into the Jin lock now, correct?
That is correct.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes things a little bit easier for me. I still have to deal with 3 Hymn of Light, which is an issue. Now,
She's
I have
living
to kill the
forever.
Saphira 4 times. I think the saddest part of all of this is that I can actually kill Saphira 3 times, but not 4.
Amazing.
That 3rd hymn is actually kind of annoying. At this point, I just have to hope that you can't kill me, but I mean, if you just have like a bunch
fair.
of guys, that's like a problem. We'll do this. I'm going to set 1. I'm going to set 1.
Can you fucking stop? I can't beat set 1 pass, all right? Oh, maybe I can, actually. Raigeki.
It's Mizuki.
We are going to banish a light and a dark.
Zork?
Yes. Anything here?
Nope.
No, we're going to banish a light and a dark.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're dead.
It's BLS.
Oh, you had BLS anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yep. All right, I'm dead. Good game, buddy. So the game plan was I had Dark Hole for 1, and then I could get a king out with White Prince, and then I also had Burial from a Different Dimension to put the 3 things back to do it again for a second king. So, and I still had enough Skull Servants in grave that I would have had either 3,000 or 4,000 attack. So the plan was, with Mizuki in the grave, I could have gotten the 3rd king that was in my graveyard that I milled off the Needlebug Nest to then be able to kill Saphira in 1 turn. But I didn't get it next turn. So.
Sounds real good. I'm going to be honest with you. I thought your deck was sick.
It's cool.
We'll talk, I guess, about mine. So when Saphira came out, people were really excited. You know, there hadn't really been a good ritual archetype in a very long time.
What do you mean? Necros just happened like a year prior.
We're not to Necros neck yet.
Oh, we're not?
No, this
is
is
that
Jank.
history?
Yeah.
Oh, this is Jank. Oh, we're not there yet. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, we were on the crest of Necros, but had not come out yet, and for that reason, people saw like a utility 6-star ritual, and they you know, their eyes turned into dinner plates, and they got so excited, and they were like, oh my god, it draws you cards? That's nuts.
Yep.
And the ritual spell protects it. That resolves one of the big problems, which is when you invest so much into a ritual monster and then it doesn't pay out, it just dies immediately. And Saphira did stick around, not only in this deck, but in builds of Herald moving forward, the Star Seraph like stick chair incantation builds that happened around like 2017. Yep. And let's not forget that Saphira was also played in Drytron a little bit early into its lifespan. And it's not hard to see why. Like, this card, you know, does give you a lot of utility. You know, you draw cards at the end of your turn. Sometimes it's Delinquent Duo, but like Delinquent Singlo, you know, it's all right. In this deck, what we're trying to do is obviously do the Jinlock, which of course would become incredibly popular as another ritual archetype that's about to come out, becomes actually good. But unfortunately, it doesn't always work out. That's because the stat lines aren't fantastic. You have to use both Tour Guide and Jin Release of Rituals. Pretty much everything else in your deck is like 6 stars or higher. If it's Sork or Zaborg or BLS, you're going to have to use that to pay the entire cost and can't banish the Jin from the graveyard. Add to that the fact that this deck doesn't put in a lot of pressure unless you actually get the Zaborg combo off, and it's not hard to see why it wasn't taken particularly seriously. The Zaborg combo is neat and does have a lot of game against decks that rely on one-ofs in the extra deck. It's also got a lot of potential downsides. If you're playing against Shadow, for instance, and they have gotten a turn, they're going to use their monsters in the graveyard to cycle back their spells, and it's going to be really hard to get all of them because they're probably playing as many as possible. If you're playing against a deck like Klee, they don't give a crap about their extra deck, so who really cares anyway? Deck's interesting, deck's cool, Saphira's fine. Has a really tough time dealing with normal summonable monsters with high attack stats, which is a characteristic it shares with a significant amount of the metagame now, which is why your deck, despite being objectively bad, had a lot of hype.
Yeah, before we get to my deck, this isn't the last time we're going to see Zaborg, the Mega Monarch specifically. No. And Saphira is like neat just because it's like, I feel like if it came out a few years earlier, it could have potentially like actually seen a lot of play. And it almost feels like a Planeswalker from Magic in a lot of ways, right? Like when you have this like draw 2, discard 1, or like rip a card out of your opponent's hand, or just get a card from the graveyard to the hand. Also the synergy where you could pitch an additional copy of the ritual spell, like when you do the draw 2, discard 1 to get that out of your hand, because you probably don't need it anymore. I don't know. It's just, there's a lot of things I love about Saphira. It's just sad that she isn't good enough, especially in the context of a Duelist Alliance metagame, to really like stand out aside from this one particular deck. But going on to my deck though, this is awesome. I love seeing like Shaddoll Fusion being used as a foolish burial, and this isn't like the only time we'll ever like see this happen. Obviously, you're using it for Shaddolls typically, but the fact you specifically have White Prince, which then triggers to send 2 more, which immediately gets your king to 3k, but also gives you a way to consistently get the king into rotation on the field just because of White Prince's secondary effect. The fact you could dump anything with it if you absolutely wanted to, but then you're playing Unizombie as well, which also just facilitates as an additional foolish burial. So it's like you're playing like 9 or 12 starters in that regard if you are going second. Needlebug's Nest is crazy because most of the things you hit are either Skull Servants or Shaddolls, which are just going to fuel the rest of your deck altogether. And like, it's not bad. Like, it actually ends up working. I think Skull Servant may have like a 100% win rate in history of Jank, because this is not the first time we played it. It's unbelievable, but this like old strategy of just make a big guy and just hit your opponent in the face, it just keeps getting more and more support, and White Prince was definitely one of the best cards for that strategy for sure.
We actually have a History of Yu-Gi-Oh! Crossover because we're about to enter Grass format, and people did experiment with White Prince in Grass format. They were like, obviously you weren't trying to attack with King, it was just material. for like synchro summons and laddering and stuff, but it saw a small stint of playability once again.
But think about it, Joseph. You could mill like all of your skull servants with 20 cards.
Exactly.
It's mill 20, and every white prince mills more. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons for all of their continued support. So shout outs to Shout1317, Tim00x3, MBT Play Medolce, Moto, Cameron L. Smith, Pony Stark, The Synchro Guy, Phoenix the Immortal, Dan the Man Hoban, Draconic, Jordan Coons, Little Fade Leaf, Chris Hood, Dylan Hunter, Cody Bretz, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Flannel Daddy, Dalton, Inuno Taisho, Thanks for the Sleeves Dad, Max, Twinkle Muncher, Matthew Brady. I've tried reading cards before. It was horrible, and my guinea pigs had to get me therapy. Helios515, Simo's Chaos Cooking Draft, Cheeks McLaperty, Stolfin Amethyst, Wonder Waffle, MBT canceled by all community soon, canceled by all committee soon, canceled by all players soon, Corvain, Gray9, and Micah Pierce. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.